Hello, Frank and Netta. Susan. Mario. Heavenbound Daughter. Peggy, Jenny. Matt. We've been good. It's just, well, it's been active here and everything. We just decided, it finally got cool enough we could have a fire, so. What was that?
You hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know.
We're hearing some things, but hopefully it'll get active here. So yeah, if anybody has questions or anything they want to, nothing too good's happened yet, but hopefully something will happen, because they have been so active here lately. It's been awesome. This is going to be a good diary video coming up, so make sure you don't miss it. Hello, Michael. Nita. Oh, Nita. Nita Buck. Okay. Thank you. Just on Outlaw's feed. He's got something messing around now. Oh. Well, you need to go over there, because I don't have things happening yet. Hello, Shane, Diane, Christine, Amanda. So how's everybody doing? Hey, Mark. JC. I've seen things move by my window, bedroom window, and I saw something moving in the backyard from the porch once. Yeah, I'm starting to feel better. Does our yard have bunnies? Like millions. And they've been eating my flowers, so I had to put stuff down to keep them from eating the flowers. Yeah, we got groundhogs, squirrels, flowers, flowers, bunnies, chipmunks, what else? You name it, all that kind of stuff. Tim, Nita. Set up super chat? I'll have to look into that. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I got Lyme disease. It'll be 3 years ago in October, and I get flare-ups of it every once in a while, so I've been having some, some of that, but it seems to be getting a little better. What are those flowers on the side of your home where the tree trunk is? We got lilies over there. Yeah, I can't wait to see what's in that package, Anita. Okay, I'll check into that, Frank. Thanks. Yes, Mark, I got a deer. It was definitely a deer tick, and I got the rash and everything. It was no doubt. I got so sick. It was just horrible. Diane says, hello, Jim.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hello.
Did you hear him? He's right here beside me. Hello, Noreen from the UK. Yeah, he's sitting right beside me, and he's got the live feed up. Do our neighbors report Sasquatch activity? I would have to say yes. Not like the close ones. I haven't talked to, which we don't really have close neighbors, but yeah, there's been people around us report, even to the sheriff's office. So yeah, definitely. Look, curious mom. Something very exciting happened this morning. I'm not going to tell you what, but I was so excited. Jim, Christine wants to know if your parents have been having any activity.
I don't know. My mom hasn't mentioned anything, and my dad can't.
Yeah. Um, we'll have to ask because his mom doesn't sometimes think to mention it, but she hears them outside their house. Didn't you say she heard roars or?
You mean recently?
No, it's been a while, but she's heard them like right outside the house, making loud.
Well, within 100 yards.
Okay. We wondered if they've gone into his brother's garage because I think he's left it open. I told him, hey, you better keep that shut. Hello, Diane 3039. Do our neighbors know about our channel? Not that I know of. Are me and Jim ever scared to have them around?
Other than that one time, no.
Yeah, that one time that we were talking about where it was so creepy here. What was that, like a month ago or something? Other than that, no. You get a little creeped out once in a while, but I almost feel like they're family or something. Don't you, Jim?
Yeah, and no recorder back yet.
No, did not get that recorder back, but a very generous viewer donated a really nice, like the next step up from the one I had. So I'm using it for the first time tonight. So I want to thank him for that.
You don't know if you can mention his name.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention his name because I didn't ask him if I could, but it was really, really awesome of him to do that. Yes, I did. This Amanda Christian. There's been 2 occasions where I've thought that they were probably in the house. If you look back in my videos, I've talked about that. Once when I was in bed, and once while I was out on a walk and I came back. I think might have come in the house.
Sherry Farrell, or Friel, that's pretty cool.
Huh?
Sherry Friel, that's pretty cool.
Did I miss it? Burr, how to say this? Burr Bass, hello. Jojo Stout. We love you guys too.
Below that.
Yeah, Sidlicious. It does seem respectful, and yeah, I like that too. Sherry Friel. She says, just want to say thank you because you've helped me to cope with what's going on around my house. I was scared to death to watching your videos. Now things are better. Well, that is awesome, Sherry. I'm really glad to be able to help.
Hey, tell Rick, hey.
Hey, Rick.
Tell him, hey.
Can you hear Jim?
We don't keep
Yep, Rick just jumped on. Huh?
How do you keep the ticks off? We don't keep the ticks off.
I've had, what have I had, 2 or 3 ticks on me, and I haven't even been in the woods. I don't even know where they came from. I've like been in the house, so I don't know. I must just be a magnet for ticks, and I know I'm a magnet for mosquitoes. If there's one, it'll bite me. If it's anywhere in the yard, it'll find me.
Rick doesn't know if we use the booger sticks yet. Tell him hopefully real soon because it's getting
Yeah,
hot.
we are probably going to go out soon, but we haven't been in the woods since where we went to your work place. Jeez, to your workplace. So we haven't been out, but hopefully we will be using them. They're so pretty. Rick made us both walking sticks, and they're just gorgeous. JC, do I worry about bringing attention to Bigfoot? That's a tricky question. I don't want people trying to find him here.
And yes, we are, because people have shown up very recently.
Yeah, but yeah, we don't want people just coming here or nothing. I've tried to keep the location private. But as far as like bringing attention to Bigfoot as a whole, I'm not too worried about that. Because, I mean, people need to be aware of, that they're real, and they need to be aware, like, most people think that they're horrible, scary things, which I know some of them can be, but I've never had any scary experience with them. They've just been really nice and sweet. So people need to know that too.
He wants to know at some point, could you talk about their migratory patterns and how you think they survive the high winters? I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, I think that they travel in a circuit, like a local circuit. I don't know how many miles, but we know that they go between here and 4 miles away.
For sure.
For sure, and I think they go the other way at least a couple miles. So we think that they travel around like that. And we just recently learned that there's probably some, mine openings near our house.
And that was given to us by a BFRO guy that stopped here.
Yeah, and we want to go investigate that too and see if we can find them. But we've been wondering for all this time where they go in the winter, and that might be the answer. So they might go there when it's really hot too.
True.
Tea tree oil helps keep bugs off. Okay.
What does?
Tea tree oil. Thank you, Jeff Green Eyes. Tick chick. Yeah, that's what I am, tick chick. See, I'm getting a little behind on. I'm going to get caught up on comments here. Maureen Edge, I agree. You do, I mean, I think a lot of the people that have these horrible experiences that they report with Bigfoot, it's because I think that the Bigfoot are curious and they get close, and then the person sees them or something and freaks out, and then that makes the Bigfoot react maybe in a way that it wouldn't have if the person didn't freak out, which it's understandable, but I mean, that's, it turns into this, to the person that it's happening to, it turns into this horrible situation, which it probably wouldn't have to be. And that's one thing I want people to know, that they're not all horrible, ready to gonna eat you. I think mostly that they would just leave you alone, but they are curious. Don't you agree, Jim?
Yes. Woodburger for him. Tell Rick. He's right.
Huh? What do you say? Huh?
He says, like when you're looking at one on FLIR and it runs towards you and you run away. Laugh out loud.
That's true. So I say you think you're brave till you see one coming at you. Yeah, it's up there alone. Somebody left me.
Yeah. Yeah, he walked away from you.
Oh. Yeah, we'll be careful. We probably don't know that we'll go in so much. So
And where?
in those mines.
If I find it, we will.
If I've had my wait, Nita says I've had my share of encounters and they weren't positive. I'm terrified of them. What happened to you, Nita?
Rick says he's never going to let you forget that.
Johnny Brown, I believe they would protect me too. I think I'm getting really behind on comments here.
Yes, you are.
What is my opinion of their interdimensional capabilities?
No.
I don't believe in that at all. I believe they are flesh and blood. I think they're really good at what they do, which is being in the woods and hiding and blending in and all that, but I don't believe there's any supernatural, interdimensional, anything like that. I've never seen any evidence of it. Have you, Jim?
No. Rick said be careful of gas in the mines. The air may not be good.
Okay.
I worked there for 3 years. I know all about that.
Pat Redding. Have you left them chocolate lately? Actually, I put a few chocolate-covered pretzels out, and they did take them.
Chocolate?
Chocolate-covered pretzels.
You probably killed him.
Yep, they're dead. You were 4 years old with your first encounter.
Rick says
17.
use a canary. Rick says use a canary when we get out of the mine.
Well, Nita, you'll have to maybe message me and we'll talk about that. I'm sorry you had a bad experience.
He said I'll explain in a letter, which will be included.
Okay. SCBA, Jim. What's that mean?
I don't know.
What's that mean, Mark? What's SCBA? If you hear fireworks in the background, it's because our neighbors way over the ridge are letting off fireworks.
We don't see them, but
Every time I try to do something out here. Someone had a hair sample tested, and under certain lighting, the hair turned green, giving them a kind of chameleon effect.
have you put that in yours yet about the hair sample
No,
testing? Okay.
that'll be coming out in the video. I've had lots of exciting stuff happen. I sent some hairs off, and that was...
Self-contained breathing apparatus for my certification. Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks, Mark.
Self-rescuer.
Hi, Deborah.
It's a coming.
What's a coming? Oh, yeah. One of the hairs was transparent that got sent off, so that's exciting. We're just talking right now. Nothing's really happening. now. There's stuff happened today for
Yeah.
sure, but
I haven't really heard anything tonight.
well, we heard a few things we weren't sure about, but I don't know. I haven't ever heard the fireworks freak the Bigfoots out. Like I haven't heard them respond.
No.
So, running out of stuff to talk about. Anybody have any more questions or anything? Because I'm not a real big talker usually.
Would you say it was the absolute scariest moment you've had?
The absolute scariest moment.
That was when you were walking down in the back field and you had one whoop at you.
Well, yeah, there was a couple. That was pretty scary up on the hill when that one was coming at me.
With Rick?
Yeah.
When Rick abandoned you?
Yeah, and I saw it coming at me on the FLIR. That was pretty scary. And that time I was walking out back and got whooped at from, I don't know, 50. It sounded like it was about 50 feet away. It was so loud and so absolutely a Bigfoot that I just turned around and walked away. Like, I walked kind of quickly back up the hill. So that was a little scary.
Rick says Colorado Bigfoot mind speaks to them and his are in control of all Bigfoot, so there is that.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think they've been in the house again lately. We've been trying to be more attentive to keeping things locked and stuff. I've never seen that, Kathy.
I don't agree with it.
Yeah, well, just like people, I think they have different personalities, and like the clans even each have their own sort of, personality. They're very, very similar everywhere, but they're also a little bit different, just like people. You will find out what happened today in my diary coming out. Okay, Kelly Broadbent says, I just got back from squatching at Salt Fork National Park in Ohio. Saw tons of structures in the woods and strange sounds. Yeah, there's been a lot of sightings there. It's a pretty active place.
Amanda Christian wants to know, so do you think you have the typical Patty Bigfoot? What does that even
mean? We know how Patty looks.
Yeah. We've never seen him enough to know.
I don't know. I haven't had I've seen them just like blurs. I haven't got a really good visual encounter yet, which I'm waiting.
Katie says, sorry if this is a repeat. Today I viewed a video of one type of Bigfoot referred to as face eaters. Have you heard of them?
Face eaters? I think I've heard of that. I'm not sure. What was that one that we listened to that was, you probably don't remember?
I wouldn't remember.
I'll try to think of it. Okay, let's see. Jerry Frio says, I think they avoid cameras because of some kind of sound wave that it gives off that may bother their ears. Animals can hear tones we can't. That's very true. And then I believe that they can use infrasound, which we can't hear. So
Rick says, yep, right before I left his group. That and he tries to pass pics and vids of his friend Dan off as Bigfoot. I agree.
Is that supposed to be Fred Akira? How many do you think live near you most of the time? Well, when the interaction started, I figured around 7 because of the different sized footprints, and now I'm thinking there may be more than that, maybe around 10, but I don't know. That's basically a guess because of footprints, sizes, and, I know they've had some babies because we've had little tiny footprints up here. You're right, Diane. Well, I don't know. The water, when it talked, when the water hose broken, that it wasn't really scary. It was weird. It was just so weird. I mean, I just heard something talk, and there's nobody around. Okay, let's see. I'm getting behind again. Noreen, I believe you have Bigfoot in the UK too, from what I've seen of some of the researchers over there. They find things, structures, and glyphs, just like you find here. Footprints. Gugwe, yes. Gugwe, and there was another kind, I think. I can't think of the other one. That might be what she's talking about, the face eater thing. JC, do I watch any of the other channels? Looking for them. Yes, I do. I'm subscribed to a lot, and yeah, there's a lot of very good channels out there. Oh, I believe New York State has Bigfoot for sure. Let's see. Okay. Sherry Friel says she believes in the sounds that they give off that we can't hear too. People have said they've been zapped by them, causing major health problems. Yes, that's for sure. Linda Turner, lots of activity going on in her yard in Maine. That's cool. Yeah, I think Bigfoots are pretty much, this is to James Whiting, I think they're around a lot more places than people really know. Don't you, Jim?
Yes, I do.
I think there's a lot more Bigfoots.
I think there's a lot more than people think.
Yeah. Do I want a drone? No, you can have.
Who? Rick? Rick say that?
Yeah. No, I don't think I'd do well with a drone. Let's see. Albert Burlingame says he thinks that him and his fiance were hit with infrasound. What did it feel like to you, Albert?
Rick says his drone's in the tree.
I hope it wasn't expensive. Poor Rick. Yeah, I've never been hit with infrasound or anything like that. The only thing that we were wondering is that night where it felt so creepy and we were hearing the thuds and all that. We were wondering if maybe there's something like that going on. I don't know. It's just, it was a whole feeling in the air. It was just really weird. Rick says he thinks that you can hear young ones infrasound because they don't do it right. What does it sound like, Rick? Sherry Friegel. Awesome.
I knew I liked you. There's Heather Huber.
Johnny Brown says, why would you say that there are a lot more sightings these days compared to 20 years ago?
I don't think there are. I think it's social media.
Right. I think it's just that it's getting out. You know?
Oh, Heather, hey.
Yeah, I think they're just, and people aren't quite as afraid to report it like they used to be. Because hundreds, even the 1700s. Yeah, poor Robert Dodson. Feel bad about that.
What's Rick mean? I've seen more ghosts than boogers.
I don't know. What do you mean by that, Rick? Spider Pig says his dog died yesterday. I'm sorry. Katie did says, I love the M&M's cheese. Daryl. Hey, buddy.
Curious Mom wants to know, so do you think dog man's a thing?
Do I think dog man's a thing? As far as it being a canine, no. But I think there might be a Bigfoot that kind of maybe looks like a, what are those, Jim?
Werewolf?
No. The monkeys with the snouts. Baboon. You know how baboons look different with their snout. I think there may be Bigfoots that look like that get confused with, like misinterpreted to be a dog man. What?
Rick said werewolf. Laugh out loud. KG says, I think they looked at my window and then pounded on my house. Highly possible.
Oh, yeah. They pounded on our house.
Many times.
Yeah. Okay.
$31 thumbs up. Can we get 40?
Katie, where approximately do you live? As much as they say that they love to look in windows, and I believe they do, I would have thought by now I would have seen one looking in our window, but I never have.
But you've caught glimpses of them
Running by running by the window and stuff. Yeah, but I for a long time I wake at night and look out the window from bed.
I do that when I wake up at night too. But
yeah, and I always like when I go to the bathroom, I look out the windows. And
Rick says they'd look in his sneaky boogers.
Yeah, that's for sure.
They'd bust in his.
Right, break in.
Yeah, they knock his windows in.
Scully Jim wants to know, do the female researchers have more luck when they're on their cycle? I wouldn't know because I had a hysterectomy before the activity started, so I can't answer that. Do I believe Bigfoot are attracted to people with medical or physical issues? I can't really. I don't have an opinion on that. I do think they're attracted to people who are good, calm, you know, sweet people. Wow, Nita. You've had a lot of encounters and experience with Bigfoot, it sounds like. Monolithic dome. What do you mean? Did you hear a motorcycle here? Noreen, yeah, I think they're very good at reading people and intentions. I mean, we can read people usually, so sort of the same old type of thing. Let's see. Yeah, somebody did ask if they've come in our house, and yes, I think they've come in a couple times. RNB, no,
Rick
RN
says
Bigfoot.
they are
Hi.
attracted to me and I have mental issues.
There you go. There's your answer, everybody. They take pity on the mentally ill. Did they not go? Wait, did they get in the cupboards? I think's what she's saying. Yeah, I think they did. Got Tootsie Rolls. I found Tootsie Rolls out in the driveway.
What do you think of Todd standing?
What do I think of Todd standing? Well, I like the guy, to be honest. He seems to be, like, he sincerely cares about the Bigfoot, and also I think he tries to find him, and it seems like he does a pretty good job, so I like the guy. I've never talked to him or anything, but yes, they're definitely obsessed with Jim's tools.
Can you smell them?
Oh my gosh, yes. We've smelled them.
Not always.
Well, no, I mean, not, no,
you can't go with that.
You can't constantly smell them, but we have smelled them a lot. The one we've smelled the dead animal smell. We've smelled the skunky type smell. We've smelled the gorilla smell.
But there's other times that things have happened that we haven't smelled a thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not something that's constant. Sometimes they don't smell at all.
Rick says it smells like lemons.
That's true. He smelled a lemon smell down there once, and he thinks it was this plant.
They smell like lemons?
It has a lemon smell. He thinks they were picking them or something. So, have I watched Nathan Rio's YouTube videos? I truly like him. Yes, I'm actually friends with Nathan, and we've talked on the phone and messaged, and I like Nathan too. Linda Turner. I had one breathe down the back of my neck on my back patio here in Maine. I almost crapped myself. I ran really fast into the house. Yeah, I probably would do that too. What do you think, Jim?
What?
Would you crap yourself and run into the house?
Probably.
Yeah. It's like, I love them. I feel like they're family, but I haven't had that encounter yet where they're like really close. So
I have had that encounter, but not really realizing what it was. So,
How close?
well, like I told you, when I was a kid and I had
Oh,
that stuff happen, I mean, stuff has happened to me, but
yeah. I think they watched you taking a nap because they covered your little doll with a leaf, just like you'd be. Yes, that's true. That was so sweet. When I came out, I came out from taking my nap, and my doll, which was laying down on the floor of the porch, had a leaf over it up to the nose, just like I keep my blanket when I sleep, right up under my nose. That was so awesome. Did Sasquatch eat skunks? Possibly.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Can't answer that.
Let's see. Have you guys seen the one where the guy eats part of a Bigfoot? No?
What?
Has the Sasquatch thrown a tree at you? Web Weaver.
You have had a tree snapped.
I had a tree get pushed over. I was down at the pond. This was after a night of activity that was crazy. And I went down there to look around, and I didn't see anything. And I was down at the pond, it's quiet and peaceful, and all of a sudden a huge tree, got pushed over. And I thought, okay, I better get back up to the house because I don't think they're wanting me down here right now. So that happened.
Nita wants to know, Snow, why do you think the Bigfoot dolls were damaged?
I honestly think that they were damaged because I think there's a young one coming up, and I think it was curious because there are two of them are really old. One's not real old, and I think the head's still lit up. So I think it probably saw that and then wanted to know what was in there. So they tore them apart and took the ball
I
things
agree with
out.
that.
Yeah, that's my gut feeling on it,
Yeah, I
anyways.
agree with that.
Let's see. Have I ever seen them? I've had glimpses. I've had like a blur glimpse type of thing. I've almost seen them several times coming out the back door, and I'd hear them run into the side of out of the yard into the brush. So I know I've almost caught them several times.
Maggie Marino says, I would put a camera on the porch, babe.
Yeah, Maggie, I've put a camera looking out to the porch, the front porch and the back porch, and the activity stops. It picked up sounds while we were gone, but not anything on the video. They avoid it and they don't like it, so I don't do that anymore. Let's see.
Nita wants to know, are your Bigfoots red, black, or brown?
I don't know for sure if they're red, black, or brown. I found hairs that are all different colors, so I really don't know. I think people that are kids have said they've seen gray, what they think are gray Bigfoot. So I do think they're gray ones.
I'm going to tell you what, you're getting a bunch of stuff about cameras right now. You better shut people down right now.
Okay, what's going on here? Looking for the... What about trying to put a camera somewhere out in the yard facing the house? No, I'm done with cameras. I'm done with that because they don't like it. They quit coming to the house. There's something about cameras that they don't like.
Nita Buckwater, no cameras. Absolutely.
Right. I don't know. They're just really good at hiding.
Rick says, yes, many cameras. Good idea, folks. Tell them, Rick.
Okay, William Eaton says it seems wild that they spend so much time around your house to never see one.
This is why have I never thought of that?
Um, that's true, William. Now, the thing is that we hear them all the time. We see footprints. We see handprints. We smell them. Uh, we've seen glimpses of them. Jim saw one down over the hill. We both saw one when we were out driving, just like the next road over. My daughter-in-law saw one on the road over the hill from our house. Like, definitely saw one. She wasn't even a believer, and one crossed the road right in front of her, and now she's a believer. um, and our kids have seen them.
Well, Tony especially.
Survivor Man, Bigfoot shows were awesome. Tell them, Nita, no cameras. Yeah, I'm done with that. I tried it and don't get good results.
One of these days you need to interview Tony and put that out there.
Yeah.
And let everybody know he's a deputy sheriff.
Yeah, RN Bigfoot. He says, I agree, and then they think you're trying to fool them. Yes, and they don't like it when you're trying to be sneaky. It's just... And it's not cool, you know? You're trying to be their friend, and then you're like all being sneaky and stuff. So... No, the recorder has not come back, like the main part of it. I've gotten the batteries, the battery cover, and the memory card, the SD card. Would I ever collaborate with other researchers?
Other than Rick, no.
Probably not.
Other than Rick, no.
I think I would just... I don't know, it would depend on who it is, I guess. But I think we just kind of want to... Just me and Jim stick together. You know what, Maggie? I've thought about that. Maybe they don't want to scare you, so they hide. It's possible. Yeah, I think that at some point I'm going to see them.
Katie said snow. You don't feed them, right?
I don't feed them much. Now listen. I used to. Now the last week I've been putting some apples and bananas out, and they've been taking them. I don't want to give them anything that's...
And they've been in a basket, so you know it's not a small animal.
Right. See, I'm getting behind on comments here. Hold on. Albert Burlingame says, we're in Florida and we have been habituating and leaving food for them. And a couple days ago, we were gifted 5 dead baby chickens. Whoa. I've been gifted a dead mouse twice. See, Rick wants to know when we're going to Kentucky. Don't know. Amanda, the SD card is now in a million pieces. It's like it disintegrated. William Eaton says that would wig me the hell out knowing they were on my porch. At first it was creepy, wasn't it, Jim? And now it's like, oh, if they don't come on the porch, oh, they don't love me anymore. They've left me.
I've dealt with them for 24 years, so they don't wig me out. So
Yeah. Okay, Nita, we'll talk to you. See you later. Thanks for being here. You're right, Mark. When we go out, we're in their living room. Michael Edelin says he's enjoying this. I'm glad.
William Eaton wants to know, will you be at Woodburger Meetup in Kentucky? What is that? Whoops.
Babe. That's August 3rd. We probably won't be making that.
What is it?
I'll have to tell you later. Johnny Brown wants to know if I think they're aware of modern technology. I don't know that they know what stuff is for or how to use it or anything like that, but I think that they can hear, with their hearing or something. Just they're aware of something about cameras.
I agree with what Rick said just now. They know what a camera is. I agree.
They know it's something they don't like, that's for
Yes.
sure. Babe.
What?
Don't want that there.
Okay.
Let's see.
Webb Weaver wants to know, do they swing deer around? What?
Do they swing deer around? I've heard that they will hit animals on a tree to kill them. I've heard that they wring deer's neck, like they'll twist it all the way around. I've heard that they'll break their back legs.
Okay. I guess they do then.
Yeah, I don't feed them a lot. In fact, I hadn't fed them for a really long time, anything. They wouldn't even I put stuff in the basket and they wouldn't take it. Now, for some reason, in the last week, they've been taking stuff, so I don't know why. Matt, he says I need a booger at work to straighten up all the chairs. Yeah, they like straight chairs, that's for sure.
Right.
Okay, Noreen Edge wants to know, are you aware of any fecal specimen testing? Okay, I watched a show where there was a sample taken where they actually saw it poop and they collected it and it was taken back and they had it tested and there was a whipworm. I guess every animal has a whipworm that is specific to it, and this whipworm was like undocumented, so they knew that it wasn't from any known animal, so that was interesting. How old is my cat, and does she act differently when Bigfoot is around? Bugsy Chipper.
Very much so.
Yeah. See, Bitsy is 10.
Almost 11.
Almost 11. And Amy is, what did we say the other day? She's
4.
13, 5. She just turned 5. Amy's 5. So, yeah, they do kind of... Well, Amy wouldn't even go outside on the porch.
Last night they both slept in by the back door, so...
Oh, yeah. They do act different. Let's see. Panther's Eyes says, I need your point of view, Snow. I found a bone the size of a medium to large dog in the garden. That does not happen here. Was real. Yo. Some say quite possible it's Bigfoot. So you're thinking Bigfoot brought the bone and put it in the garden? Is that what you're saying? That wouldn't surprise me a bit. If you have them around you. William Eaton says, Jim, you're vocal tonight. Say whoop.
Jolly Roger says, has Jim welded up the front leg in your porch chair yet? I don't know how they even noticed that, but no, I have not.
He's only a carpenter, you know. You know what they say, people that whatever they do, want to do it.
That has nothing to do with the carpenter.
What did they say?
That's a welder.
Oh, welder. Well, you can do that too.
I can do that, but I have not. I can't believe he noticed that.
Snow, you found what Rick calls kill boxes on your property.
What is that?
I'm not real good at like seeing those.
What is that?
Where they would like make trees and stuff to where they can drive the deer there, and then they'll like get caught, like stuck, and then they can grab them. Okay, Diane says, don't forget that you've been gifted walnuts to make you feel better when you were sick. Yes. That was awesome. And whenever they gave me those 2 walnuts that were green, I started to look them up to find out if you could eat, green walnuts. And I found out you can make like a tincture or something. Anyhow, and then I found that there's all kinds of medicinal benefits from them. So that was really cool.
Rick says to use duct tape to fix your chair. There you go.
I use packaging tape to fix everything.
Duct tape is it, man. He's all over it.
Okay, Susan Payne says, why do you think other people hated Nathan Rio? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think me and Jim have discussed this. He represents new school. Then you got your old school people, where you have to do it a certain way, and anything new, tree structures, ooh, sticks in the woods, that kind of stuff. It's like they make fun of it, and of course he's a hoaxer, and he's not a hoaxer, and I don't know. It's just that old school versus new school mentality, I think. Let's see. Yeah, Rick says he doesn't agree with everything he says, which I don't either. I mean...
Everything who says?
Nathan.
Oh. No, I don't either.
I mean, he believes in evolution, and I don't. I don't believe that at all. Just stuff like that. But I think he has a good heart, and I think he has found some very awesome proof. Okay, William Eaton wants to know, what do you think your reaction would be if you came close contact with one? I don't know. I think about that all the time. I don't know if I would, pass out.
You'd crap your pants. No doubt in my mind.
Or if I would just stand there in awe and, say, hi, I love you. I don't know what I'd do. Maybe we'll find out sometime, and I'll let you know. Let's see. Mark says, unfortunately, the Bigfoot community is cliquish and many trolls. Most want to believe only they know what's going on. That's very true. Woodburger Farm says we saw some down at the dump. You mean the kill boxes, Rick? Let's see. I can't give wrenches out. I think Jim's my only wrench, and he's never, I don't know if he knows how to use it. Let's see. Hey Jim, you're my only wrench. You're gonna have to watch for trolls and stuff, or some idiot on.
Why am I your only wrench?
Well, because you are. And I can't fix it right now because I'm not on the computer.
I've got no connection.
You got no connection?
Says I've got no connection.
That's great. I can't do it on my phone. I'll fix that later.
And if I am a wrench, what the heck do I do?
You can get rid of those people. I'll show you how to do it and stuff. Well, guys, I've been on here an hour and 2 minutes.
We're not done yet.
I wish they'd give a really good whoop or something.
Absolutely nothing has happened tonight.
No.
Nothing.
There have been people here mowing down in the woods and mowing the fields. Bush, what do you call that?
Brush hogging?
Brush hogging. So I don't know if they're... Well, actually, I don't know. They were here this morning, and they were here possibly this afternoon, so... Sometimes you're just quiet. Now there's fireworks on the other side of the hill.
Yeah, what's up with that? A ways away.
Rebecca Annals. Sorry if this has already been asked and answered. Ignore if it has. I've only just joined, but have you left anything at the dumpster to see if they bring it back to you? All I can say is stay tuned. Yeah, you guys are welcome. I'm glad y'all came on. And I've enjoyed it too. You enjoyed it, Jim?
I have. You know there's more activity when the moon is full.
Looks like it's not quite full tonight.
Well, there's been nothing going on tonight.
Probably as soon as we get off of here, they'll just go nuts.
Yeah, probably.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining me, and it was fun. Okay, I just heard something.
Where?
To my left. Maybe I won't get off here just yet. Hang on. Alright, well. Alright, guys.
Later, Rick.
See you, Rick. See you, everybody. See you, Daryl. Matt, everybody. And talk to you later. Bye-bye.